I don't have time to meet with my students, and I don't understand what is the point anyways. I mean, if they didn't require so much data, I might have some time, but they do, so I don't. Hi there, teachers. Marion Busfield here from Engaging Curiosity to empower you to take charge in the classroom by supporting you with classroom management strategies and resources. Today, I am sharing a portion of my blog post, How to Confidently Know What is Differentiated Instruction in Writing. I am a faith-led, married, mother of two, grandmother to one, outdoor enthusiast, and retired teacher. My passion is to share what I know about teaching to support this wonderful new generation of teachers. In the links down below, you will find my free classroom management checklist. Download the checklist to check off what you have in place and to set some goals for what you see as your next need for your own classroom. Thank you for joining me today, and please remember to press like and subscribe below. That is the best way you can help me to reach other teachers. Today I am focusing on different types of assessment and their purposes. For the full blog, please visit the other videos or my blog post. Find the links below. All the links that I refer to are below. So let's identify the most common assessment types. There's formative, summative, and diagnostic tests. There's a link about those down below. Formative assessments are those that we do all day, every day as we interact with assessments. Some of them we write notes about, some of them are student worksheets, and some of them are just observations that we tuck away in our brains for later. Summative assessments, also known as Level A assessments, are any assessment administered by the classroom teacher. These are often the assessments that go into the gradebook to share on student report cards. Historically, lots of teachers have mixed formative and summative assessments together because of a lack of understanding of the difference between the two. Diagnostic tests, known as Level B tests, are specific tests designed very carefully to determine a student's level of performance relative to peers in their very specific age group. Where I live in beautiful British Columbia, these tests, when done properly, must be administered by someone who has taken a university-level course in their administration. I have administered them, and I found that they typically confirmed my suspicions, but I was very happy to have an objective tool to confirm those suspicions. There are also Level C assessments. These must be done by, in most educational contexts, an educational psychologist, and they are intended to measure a student's potential. They are a fairly blunt instrument, in my opinion, but they are also better than nothing. Today, I will focus on formative assessments, those moments that you take throughout the day to learn more about your students. Hopefully, you have the opportunity to have quiet student conferences with each child every week or two. These conferences are the formative assessments from which we create our notes on our students during writing block. What is the purpose of the notes you take during formative assessment for differentiation in writing? A couple of questions come to mind. Are you making a public note, something that you tell the student you're writing down that encourages them as well as documenting that moment in time for you? Maybe you'll refer back to it together later. Is it a private note in which you express a question or concern you want to follow up on later, but you don't want to discourage the student by telling them about? Are you documenting an idea that the conference brought to mind that would enhance writing workshop? From time to time, I have reviewed notes, and from my notes over time, I get a picture of student growth. Perhaps the student writes better when responding to a prompt. Writing prompts can be very effective for a lot of students. Other students may be more engaged and productive when told to write a story within a genre. For instance, if you are doing a unit on fairy tales. An essential part of what is differentiated instruction is knowing your students and including their interests and their choices. Your observations will help to compile these ideas. Applying the evidence you have collected in your notes to differentiate writing instruction. That's actually the fun part. However, it sounds dry to start. If you haven't already started to implement the essential of differentiation as laid out by the 4 pillars of differentiation. The core pillar principles of differentiation for every subject have been determined by Carol Tomlinson, a leader in the concept of differentiation in instruction. Carol is a professor of educational leadership, foundations, and policy at the University of Virginia. The pillars she has established are content, process, product, and the learning environment. I write in greater detail about these in multiple blog posts that I wrote in Differentiation. Find the links to at least some of these blog posts below, probably not all of them. Now, I say the differentiation is the fun part because I found a lot of freedom to create a vibrant class as I grew to understand differentiation. For me, it meant that I had the freedom and responsibility to incorporate play-based learning into a writing workshop. By incorporating provocations into my class, my students understood writing to be about sharing their excitement about their imagination with the people around them. See the link below to learn more about provocations. When I incorporated peer editing, writing became a social activity and community building. There ain't nothing better than sharing our story with a friend. And with proper instruction and support, there are so many opportunities for social emotional learning when students are given the opportunity to give and receive appropriate feedback to and from others. By providing students tools such as anchor charts and personal dictionaries, I extended the zone of proximal development for some. If you don't know what a ZPD is, check down below. Again, see the links below for more info on both of these actually. Do they work better at a desk facing a wall to help them focus? As you can see, summative assessment is a big topic and a powerful tool for the classroom. I mentioned above that I have written more extensively on assessments and differentiation in writing on another blog post. It is linked below and I encourage you to check that out. Thank you for sharing your time with me today for this video on assessments, and I hope you join me again soon. The next video from this blog post, How to Confidently Know What is Differentiated Instruction in Writing, is 7 tips for getting started with differentiation using writing prompts now. And again, find the link below for the blog, full-length video, or subsequent short video. Please press like and subscribe and notify so I can help as many teachers as possible. Don't forget to download my free classroom management checklist using the link below. I hope to see you soon. Bye now.